Hey, Decide Your Destiny crew, Carl Sprides here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Your Destiny daily dose. Decide to get to the core of it. The core of Decide Your Destiny. What is it? It's the belief that if you've entered this place with your soul, with your heart, that you have the sovereign right to decide your destiny in your life, to choose your path, to dictate your future, to become the authority over your life, and no one else has a damn bloody say in the destiny that you decide. And that's what Decide Your Destiny at its core is about. It's about you taking ownership over your own life and taking power back and saying, this is my destiny, this is the path that I'm going to take, this is the journey I'm going to take, and ain't nothing going to stand in the way. Nothing is going to deter me. And that's why I can't stand bullshit conversations that only aim to divide, that only aim to call out one group, discriminate really, and there's a bunch of ways you can discriminate, and call out one group and divide that group from the rest of the pack. And it's always the negative point or the most dramatic point. You know, whatever's going to get the most ratings, whatever's going to get the most eyeballs, whatever's going to get the most attention, you know, whatever's going to get the most engagement. But surely we can engage in a better way. And I feel for the youth who, when I grew up, you know, we were kind of left to our own devices a bit more. And I think that's what every human really wants to have, is just to do their thing, get by, you know, make enough for themselves, for their family, for their community, make a positive impact on the world, and do what they were destined to come here to do, and find their purpose, find their core reason for being here. And oftentimes what happens is we get so caught up in the BS, we get so caught up in the minutiae, the debate of life and the debacle of our leadership, and you know, the fact that every decision that's made is not pure, or most decisions are not very pure. There's always another incentive down the line, another, you know, care package delivered to someone else, or someone else holding the puppet strings, you know. And I just think it's unfair, or it's not really right for those sorts of people to kind of take ownership over our own lives and try to decide our own destiny and try to impact our own free will choices, our sovereign right over our physical space, over our soul, over our hearts. I just don't think that's right at all. And for youth today, I mean, how often are they mentioned in the mainstream narrative, or any narrative? How often are they mentioned? You know, I chat to people, priests, you know, all around the world, in America, people in South Africa, people all over the place, who are doing things in the youth community, who are supporting the youth community, who are, you know, I'm going to a barbecue tomorrow, and it's all about men's health and men getting together and expressing, you know, some things deep down in them that they can work on. Because as you can hear in the background, you know, I think you hold it up, you hold it in place, and you suppress it, and then you don't release it, you don't talk about it. And that's why men generally have, I think 7 out of 10 suicides are men, you know. Number one killer in the world, heart disease, 20 million. The amount of sexual abuse that goes on, the amount of child trafficking, organ harvesting, all these factors in our society that don't get airtime, that don't get any traction. And the mental illness impact, you know, of kids who are going out to create their destiny, to create their path, to go and, you know, live their life, and then straight away are told, if you don't do this, this and this, you're not welcome in our social herd, you're not welcome in our society, if you don't agree to this, this and this role. But what if I want to question that? What if I want to ask questions about that? What if I want to dig a little deeper? What if I want to do my own research? Badge conspiracy theorist, badge troublemaker, badge disagreeable. You know, we're not giving people the right to actually go out and be a human being, and be curious, and be a scientist, and be, you know, have hypothesis, and have you know, engaging conversations where they can dive a little deeper to find the true answers, the core answer. And you know, this is so wrong on every level. It's not about doing doing the job or, you know, filling a role anymore. It's about destroying the future and trying to decide other people's destinies for them. And, you know, this is the whole point of this channel. The whole point of this movement is to inspire each soul to, you know, ignite the flame in their heart and really go out there and decide their destiny, you know, and make a mark, make a mark on their destiny, you know, make a mark on their future and make a mark on the planet in a positive way. It's your sovereign right over your body, over your soul, in your heart, to decide your destiny and to decide it now. And it's also up to us because we give a lot of power away. Oh, so-and-so said we have to do this, so-and-so said we have to do that. My mother, my father said I couldn't amount to anything. You know, my teacher said I couldn't amount to anything. You know, my grandfather, his teacher, when he was 10 years old, said that he wouldn't amount to anything. The man himself became a professor in architecture, had his own business, built his own house in Cronulla where there was no sewage line, where everyone told him no, 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 no. And, you know, that's the message of this, is that the world's going to tell you no. People's going to tell you no. The 99% are going to tell you no. But you have to tell yourself yes. You have to give yourself permission. You have to give yourself the opportunity and create the space to decide your own destiny, because no one else is. Everyone else is going to, and I often go and ask people's advice and try and see what they think about things, and generally I go against it. You know, and generally that actually works out well because it's my destiny. You know, my destiny to decide, and that's me. You know, the self-actualization of my own path is to actually find out, all right, what do I want in my life? How am I going to go achieve it? Who can I surround myself? What environment can I cocoon myself in to make sure that I go and achieve that destiny? And where do I need to put the walls up? You know, I can't tell you how happy I've been since early teens, where, you know, I stopped watching news, stopped watching media, stopped tuning in. I mean, it's just so gone damn negative, divisive, and depressive, you know, and just dictating and very in a weird way. It's a systematic, you know, us versus them bloody, you know, FAP session. It's just, yeah, it's not what it was once. What you know, once was, and my grandparents would watch media, watch news, and tuning to find out about the world. But it's really just another form of entertainment. Sorry to everyone in the media, in the news, and obviously this is an unpopular confrontation. But yeah, it's just a big entertainment session, and it's not really adding any value to humans. And that's what I think that's what you have to come back to and ask. The question is this conversation adding value? Is this conversation inspiring young people to create a better tomorrow? Is this conversation actually allowing people to take more, you know, sovereignty over their own lives and create a better destiny for themselves, and in turn create a better destiny for the world? Because that's actually where it starts. It starts with each person. It starts with you. It starts with me taking more control over my own life, taking more sovereignty over my own life, and deciding my destiny so that I don't go out into the world angry and do something stupid to another person. So that's what it comes down to, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's about, what are you allowing? What power are you allowing over your own life? Because at the end of the day, I can talk about all these issues that are coming into play, and that, you know, the problems that are out there, and an overreaching government that, I mean, if they overreach any further, I'm surprised they don't pull a muscle. But at the end of the day, it's really down to you. What are you allowing? What power are you allowing? What media are you allowing into your room? What negativity energy are you allowing to sap your energy? What information are you allowing into your life? Do you get up in the morning? Do you listen to 15 minutes of motivational messages? Do you listen to stoicism, wisdom that is as old as our history, but is so relevant to today's day? Do you listen to those sorts of things? Do you listen to Malcolm X? Do you listen to these people that have spoken years and years ago, but their messages are ever more relevant today? Do you get up inspired? Do you get up making actions? Do you get up and move first thing in the morning? Or do you chuck the radio on, chuck the news on, look at the latest data, latest numbers, latest fear? Okay, great, let me turn it on. What do I fear today? Please tell me, what am I supposed to be afraid today? Who am I supposed to hate? What group am I supposed to disenfranchise from? You know, how can I further hate my fellow man? Is that how you go out into the world? Because if that's what you're deciding, you know, you still have power over that. You're deciding to bring that into your destiny. You're deciding to bring that into your life. And that's going to affect your destiny, to be fair, in all the worst ways, in all the ways that you don't want it to. And if you're looking outside of yourself for fulfillment, for something to give you calmness, for something to give you good news. I mean, when's the last time we've got good news? You know, if you're looking outside of yourself for that source, then you're starting off losing battle already. You're starting off, you know, with not you're starting off in all the wrong ways. You need to look within yourself to bring yourself calmness in your mind, calmness in your soul, calmness in your heart. You look within yourself to bring yourself power back into here, and everything comes from within first. And the issue is that we look out without us. We look out into the world, and then we're without our own calmness, our own strength, our own ability to decide our own destiny, our ability to decide our own purpose. So that's where I think it's really important that we take more sovereignty over our lives, that we go out there and we decide our destiny, and that we take action right now, in this heartbeat, in this moment. Go for it. All right, guys, make sure that you are the one who decides their destiny. Cheers.